Hi, hello all, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir.
Morning.
Good morning, Raj.
Morning, sir.
So, yesterday we discussed some topics in SQL and some theory about the Azure portal, right? So, today let us just continue that. Okay, let me open portal. Yeah, so yesterday we discussed hierarchy. Okay, so, yeah, so yesterday we discussed the hierarchy. Okay, so we are going to have like this, right? For example, we are going to have a account, that is enter ID we told. Okay, under the enter ID you are going to have a subscription. Under the subscription you are going to have a resource group. Okay, under the resource group you are going to have a resources. So set of resources you are going to have. Of course, multiple subscriptions are possible, multiple resource groups are possible. Okay, so that's what the hierarchy we discussed. Let us have a observation of the subscription what I have. Okay, mine is free paid subscription. Under that subscription, just for today, we will create the resource group and then we will leave it for today actually, Azure part. Then we will move, we will go to the SQL side, which is very, very importantly, we are going to see now. Okay. So hope where we are, it is clear. We already have a Azure account and I already told you that don't try to create the account actually. There is no need in this week. So next week, try to create the Azure account. So now go for the subscription. So how it is subscription, under that subscription, we will create one resource group for our batch. Okay. So let us come to the portal. Let me share that. So we've seen already the portal. So this is what the portal actually, you can see that. So all the resources, recently used resources category, you can see. And recently used resources, what you created, you can see here. And if you want to see many more resources here, then you can search here the any required resource. So what we will do is, so you can search here with subscriptions. Okay. So click on this subscription, please mute. So click on this subscription, you can see here. You can create more subscriptions by clicking on add. And this is what my already existing subscription. Okay. So when you click on that, you can see it's a billing related or something. Okay, nothing is there. So just I want to show you that how the subscription will be there. The very important thing is come here. Here if you see, search here with the name called resource group. As I given the hierarchy, see here, under the subscription, you are going to have a resource groups. So we just seen that under one account, multiple subscriptions possible. You can create them actually. Okay. Now search with the name called resource group. See here, this is what the resource group and it's a symbol. Click on this. We have many resource groups actually here. For different reasons, we created many. Okay. So of course, most of them not required. For every batch, we created a one resource group actually. Now you see, one thing you have to observe here is, this is the whatever you want to create, that is what the window here. Now, not only just for this, in future, you are going to create Data Factory, Databricks, Data Lake, Blob Storage, Logic App, Key Vault. like this many services of this particular Azure cloud we are creating actually. So the window is same, keep that in mind. And here already existing resources, it will list down. And if you want to create anything new, you have to click on this one. So every window like this only for every resource while creating. So click on that create, then you can see here. See here, how many subscriptions are there? All of them it is going to going to show you in the drop down. Under which subscription you want to create resource group, you select that. Then here, give the name for your resource group. Now you see, always follow the naming convention. It is very important. So give the either client name, business name, something starting, better always. And then what is your project name? So try to give that. So assuming your project name is your batch actually. So for example, here, this is August 24 m morning batch. And then what is further? So always you are going to have a multiple environments actually. Environment is nothing but what? Development environment, UAT environment, and production environment. So this resource group related to what you have to try to give that name. So this resource group, for example, dev environment. And then that resource group, whatever type of what service you are creating, related name you try to give. That's what I am giving Archie. So by seeing this, you easily understand that because over a time you are going to have many services. So by seeing the name itself, you can tell. So in real time also try to take like this only. You maybe mostly you will not create the resources, but in future you are going to create yourself few of them. So at that time try to follow some standards actually. So here region is there. What is the region meaning is where you want to see. Cloud is nothing but it's not a logical one. It is also going to exist somewhere. In this world, somewhere physically will exist. But the thing is, so this is going to exist in across the world in different locations actually. So that's what choose the Azure region that right for you and your customers. So nearest one try to create it, nearest one try to select it. And this region option is going to be there for every resource what you are creating in future. So that's all actually. Now click on review plus create. So whatever details you given, it is going to review. And then if it is everything is okay, validation is passed, then click on create. So resource group is created. Click on that resource group, go to resource group. So this is what. Okay, because this is just a name, okay, for all your resources, whatever you want to create. So here, now no resources we have we created till now. So that's why it is empty. So that's what actually resource group creation. Now onwards, whatever resources you are creating, you see now. Now you need to create a, for example, ADF, or we need to create a blob, or we need to create a data lake. Whenever I am creating ADF, for example, what is the subscription I will select? Under that subscription, whatever resource groups are there, those will come. And then you have to select. Then you try to create the resource actually. Okay. So resource group, what we created, that is going to be there along with us throughout the training. Keep that in also mind. Okay. So this is what resource group. Okay. Let us move further. So tomorrow we will create one more resource under this resource group. So for today, let it be this part. Okay. Yeah. So hope everyone get ready with your SQL server in your local system. Is it? Can you confirm?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, sir.
So some way you find for practicing your SQL part. Okay. So any doubts in this part, whatever we discussed? Okay. So now let us move next in the SQL side. So SQL side, we are going to see very, very important one. Okay. Yeah. See, this is one of the important concepts. Okay. You should know mandatorily because in the interview, damn surely people will ask questions from this particular concept. What is that is group by class. So to test anybody logically, how good you are, group by class is one of the simple topic actually. Okay. So to understand group by class betterly and priorly, you should understand that aggregate functions and its insights and different different possibilities we will try to understand. Okay. See, definitely, damn surely, you are going to get a questions in the real time also. Very frequently, you are going to use this concept, group by class and aggregate functions. Okay. So let us try to understand what is this. See, simple always this one, nothing is there actually. Aggregation, you are collecting something, that's all. So set of values you are getting. So set of values you are getting as a input. Okay. So you are going to have a aggregate function and to the aggregate function, what you are passing as a input, set of values. So multiple values you are sending. For example, so like this I am writing. So 3, 2, 1, 4. Then you are getting some output. So always one value you are getting as a output. What is that one value? We will see. It's very simple. Nothing is there. You might know already. So these aggregate functions you are going to use along with the group by class and having and in the select class. Okay. Without this also you can use, but mostly with this you are going to use actually. So that's what aggregate functions. Let us see the frequently used aggregate functions. So you can see here. Okay. So sum of values. So sum meaning is what actually? So here 3, 2, 1, 4, you are just sum it. So 5, 6, 10 is the summation. And then average. So 10 by 4. So it is 2.5. And then minimum value is what? 1. And maximum value is what? 4. And count is what? That means total number of values are 4. So that's all. So you see, these are the outputs, whatever you are talking here. That is what one value, single value you are getting as a output actually. Okay. So it's very simple. So theoretically, let us see practically on the SSMS in the SQL Server. So let me share that. Is my window clearly visible? Hello?
Yes,
Yes.
it's clearly visible.
So there is. Yeah. Just one. This is. Yeah. So see here. Open a new query. So Actually, in the first week itself, we used to discuss this part. Creating is Azure SQL Server actually in the Azure cloud. Okay, because some people may have a problem like they may not have a personal laptop, or their company laptop may not allowing actually. So tomorrow we will see that how to create a Azure SQL Server, and then how you can use it so that you can do your practice even in the online also. Okay. So anyhow, let us see today whatever we planned. So here, if you open your database, you will get the clarity. What is this left panel and everything? Hierarchy wise, you will get the more clarity. Now here you can see this is your server. Under server in general, you are going to have a databases. That's what databases. EF and DB is one of the database. And we are going to have a set of tables. That's what here we have. So I'm taking this EMP table. So yesterday we discussed this part. Take the EMP table, select star from EMP. Run this particular query. Observe that. So you should connect to your proper database. Let it be. You will get the everything clarity in 1 or 2 days. Database side. So total 14 records are there. So just now we seen that different functions actually. So one is summation, another one is average, one is minimum and then maximum and then count. These are the different functions. Let us see their insights one by one. Now, see, this is the table. Now here you can see. I want to find out, for example, in your organization, your company, please mute while you are not talking. Okay. So here in your organization, how much salaries, total salaries, how much you are spending, you just want to know actually. That means what you will do in general, think naturally. Okay. So that means you will do summation of this particular column of every employee, right? So employee 1, 800, employee 2, 1600, so that you are going to do summation. So same thing you are going to instruct to the compiler. So sum you have to perform on which column? Salary column. That's all. So run this particular one. What will happen? So total salaries you are spending is 29,000 change. That's all. Okay. So very easy to use them actually. Nothing is there. So I am going to run both the queries. Okay. Now you can see this is the total summation. Okay. So like that. So like that, now let us see other aggregate functions. As I told you yesterday also, try to follow some standards while preparing the queries. So every column, try to write down in separate line. Now you have a better visibility than in single line. So now you see, we are asking the average of salary. So again, both the queries let us run. And you can see, out of 14 salaries, average salary is what actually 2073 dot some fraction. So that's all. So you are aggregating the data. That means you are collecting the data and finally giving the one output. That's what. Set of inputs you are passing. 14 values you passed. Single value got it. Now if you observe here something, no column name. There is no column name actually. So but it is not recommended always. So when you are doing something aggregation, it is not going to have any column name. You can give your own customized name actually, column name. So for example, sum of sal. So if I give like this, what is going to happen is, for this column here, whatever name you given, that will count. So this is called a concept called alias name. Okay. Alias names you can give, your own names you can give for the columns, tables, or for anything actually which you are going to see in future. So at this moment, for your column, you can give the alias name. So if I run now, what will happen? You can see. So sum of sal, whatever name you given, and you didn't given for this. That's why there is no name. And not only that, you can see as is a keyword, so that you are telling to the compiler that take this as a alias name. Now here I am given I given like this, average of sal. Now what will happen here? Come on, tell me. Is it going to throw any error? I didn't give an as keyword.
No, sir.
So not
It
an
will,
it's
it
a
will give the new name.
Yeah. So whether this way or this way, it is fine. As is not mandatory. It will take immediate word after this completion of the function, immediate word taking as a alias name. So that's all, simple thing only. Use these things properly. So now minimum of salary I want to find out. Min of sal. Okay. Min of sal and max of sal. Maximum salary in your organization is what we want to find out. Okay. So run this query. So now you can see that. So in your organization, total salary is this much you are spending. This is the average salary. Minimum is this one, maximum is this one. So this is what 4 aggregate functions. Count is separately we will discuss. Okay. Now on top of this, let us continue further. So select here. Now let us take the whole data in front of us always. This is the data. Now if I give min of ename, okay, from emp, what it is going to return? Come on. Min of emp, if I give, what it will return if I run both?
I guess the minimum length of the employee name.
Will it throw error or what it will return? Ename, minimum of ename.
The minimum length of the employee name, ename.
Minimum length?
Yeah, I guess.
No. Oh, no.
Minimum value.
Yeah, what is meaning of minimum? See, here salary.
Ascending order.
Yeah,
Ascending order.
Ascending order.
Ascending order.
the least one, the A, I believe.
Yes, you are correct. So you see who is coming here actually. So minimum function you can apply on the strings also, because here string values are there. But what value it will return is in alphabetical order, whoever is the first one, that is the meaning of minimum in case of string data type. So you can guess that. So here I'm just putting the data order by ename. Okay. So along with this, I'm going to take another function max of ename. So now if you run both of them, so you can see what it is returning. Adams is the minimum. So came as a minimum value. Then maximum is what actually what? Alphabetically, whoever is in the last. So min and max will work not only on the numbers, it will work on the min max will work on what actually? Integer we seen just now, or simply you can take it as a numbers and strings. Okay. So now what we will do is, along with this, let us have select, okay, select sum of ename from em. Now what will happen if I run this?
It will throw an error.
If I run this, what will happen? On this column, you are applying summation.
It will give the error.
Yes, exactly. It is error actually. You cannot sum the string values. That means varchar type of data. You cannot apply summation. So try to have the clarity. Similarly, if I write average, what will happen? What will happen if I run this? What about average? Sum is finalized. What about average?
No, it also
Error.
gives the
Even
error.
here also average operator, for the average operator, you cannot pass the string values, varchar. Character type you cannot pass. So min and max only will work for the both numbers and strings actually. Okay. So hope that is clear. Now similarly, if you see the whole data, if you take in front of you, select min of higher date I am going to take from EM. Now what will happen? Come on, to answer this, it is very easy. Yesterday discussion you bring back.
Ascending order.
The le-
Ascending is what? You have to tell like oldest or latest.
Oldest.
Most oldest.
oldest,
Oldest.
Oldest one. Is it? So why it is giving oldest one?
because it is storing as an integer. Like the new
Yes.
data will be getting
So in the
highest
background,
number.
dates are going to store in the form of integers. That's what we seen yesterday. It's a simple example. So out of all, minimum whoever is, that is returning. That means oldest is the minimum value, right? So you can see out of this 1983 latest and 1980 is the oldest. So let us run this. See higher date 1980. So similarly, max if I take higher date, okay, then let us run. So max is going to return latest one, is it? So that's what min and max are also working for date times, okay, data types. So that's all. So, but definitely sum and average are going to work. Is it? Sum of higher date, one is enough. Average of higher date. You can tell, is it going to work or not?
I guess it will hit error.
Yeah. So those will not work actually. You cannot sum the higher date, okay? Or you cannot find the average. So sum if it is not able to do means how you will do average, because after summation only you have to go for the average. That means sum of values by total values, right? Total number of values. So you cannot pass the date time or string values to the sum and average functions. So that is what actually first of all minimum basic. Okay. Now, so I will mute everyone. Please take care actually. Okay, it will disturb, right? So this is what the first thing, aggregate functions. Now let us try to discuss very important one, very logical one, and interesting one is count function. So in these four, hope it is clear. Any doubts? Simple task. Any doubts in the min, max, sum, average? Okay, please try to do hands-on if you are completely new to this.
No, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, tell me. Okay. So now let us continue. So count function. So observe first of all this particular data, whatever you have. The name is student table. Roll number 1, 2, 3, 6. Some names are there, some marks are there. Have a look. So count is actually simply counting the number of records actually. So that's what you have a star option also. When you do count to star, it will simply returns total number of records. It may have null values. Okay. It may have duplicate values 60, 60 like that. So it is not going to bother. Even rows also duplicates may be there. It is not going to bother at all. So that means here you can see select star from EMP. This table when you take, actually this is data. I don't want this data actually. Total number of records, how many are there? 14 are there. That I need actually. So here we are going to have a function called count to star from EMP. Now what this will return? Total number of records in this table. So number of records, meaning wise. And if you take a high level, total employees in your organization. So that's what 14. Okay. So to get total number of records, count star is the one. So here, what it will return? This query, your part.
6.
6. That's all. Simple thing. 6 records are there. Okay. Then other variations are there in the count function. Let us see that. So to the count function, you can pass the column names also individually. So individual column names you can pass. How and all? Like this. Count of marks. Take the marks column. So what it is saying actually returns total number of records by excluding nulls. Very important thing. First come here. Okay. So now let us see. Let us have the data whole thing in front of you. Now see what column I am passing always and try to answer basing on that statement actually. Okay. So here I am taking the count function. Then I am passing the column name DEPT number. If I run this, both I am going to take. Okay. Let us have this first here. So I am running both the queries. Total records we are displaying and count of DEPT number. And read the statement what you have. Read again. Records excluding null values. What is the count it will return? Come on.
It will
What is the
14.
count it will return?
14.
14.
3, sir.
Correct. So it is 40. So you can see DEPT number. Okay. Now again you can see I'm going to change a little. So here, comma, I am writing another function, another column that is MGR. Now if I run this query, what it will return?
13.
13.
MGR column will return what actually?
13.
13 records.
So because you are excluding here null value. Under MGR, you have one null value. So now you can see, yes, this is second one, right? MGR count. So 13 total MGRs exist. Okay. So that's all simple thing. Now if you apply another one, count of commission column, COM, what it is going to return? Third one.
4 records.
4,
4
1.
records.
Only
4.
4, 300, 500, 1400. What about 0? Is it a value or null? What does it, what, first of all, what is meaning of null? Come on.
Blank value.
The
Null
value
means
doesn't
not a
present.
value.
Value
So
doesn't
don't
present.
take null as a empty or a 0. Null is maybe at that moment value not available. So you are simply leaving it, or may not applicable actually, not applicable. So you are leaving it actually. So nothing is there, you can say. Null means nothing. So that is going to represent like this, NULL. So 0 is different completely. Okay. So in the commission column, 4 values are there. 0 is also a value which you inserted. So 4 actually you are going to get. Check that. So 4. So that's all. So what is the output here? What is the output here? Come on.
5,
5.
sir.
5. That's all. Here one null value is there under marks column. So null is excluded, 5 are coming. Now basing on this, I'm going to give one simple work. I will give 2 minutes time to try to answer it. So take the whole data in front of us. So you can see here, take the job column. Okay. Display total number of job types in the organization. What does it mean? Job types actually. Clerk is one type, salesman is one type, manager is one type, analyst is one type, president is one type. So, how many types are there? We don't want a clerk, a salesman like that list. We want 5 types of jobs are there, 6 types of jobs are there. That number we need in the output. Just you have to tell 5 or 6, whatever be the number. That number you should return. How you will write your query? That's what. Take 1 minute time. Try to write down. Post in the chat.
Yes, actually, we have to include the distinct
No,
value in
whatever
the
you try
set
to
count.
write down. You try to write down. Keep it
Yes,
in.
sure.
Okay. Whatever we learned from yesterday, just apply what we discussed till now. Easy. Yeah. Okay. Many responses. Okay. So, you got the idea. Some of you written correctly, but some of you not reached it. So very simple, nothing is there. Now you can see here. Okay. So you take the, first of all, take the job column only. Let us have the data in front of us, only job column. So work like this always, even though if you don't have any idea, you know that on what column you have to work. Take that like this. Then it's very simple. See, we need a total count. So first of all, here duplicates are there. So salesman, how many times is there? Duplicates we don't want actually. For everyone, one time you have to represent. So how you can represent, that's what we discuss, a distinct concept from EM. Now what this will return, see that distinct will return that file, this one. But even if we don't know, we don't need all these things also. We need number 5 types are there, that 5 we need actually. So select count of job from EMP. So this is giving total count 40. But you see what this is, what distinct is returning, that if you pass to the count function inside of this bracket, then that will tell you to how many returned by the distinct, that is going to count, right? 5. So try to understand what I am talking here. What this particular part is done. What this distinct job part is done. That is returned these 5. These 5 values you pass as a input to the count function. Then count is going to count how many values you passed. So that's all. So now the combination of these two. So done 5. So that's what total types of jobs in your organization. So by eliminating duplicates, okay, by eliminating null values. So I'm writing one simple query. It is giving the count actually, but anyhow, let us take star. I will ask you one simple question now. Try to answer it. Select distinct MGR. Okay, not MGR. You have to do some work. So commission column I'm taking from EMP. What it will return? How many records it will return?
4.
5.
4. 5.
5.
Why 5? Fifth one is what?
Null value was.
Null itself showing.
So that's all. That is correct one. Null also will come. Keep that in mind. That's why I asked. So 4, of course, distinct. And 1 is null. All nulls treating as one null, that is distinct coming. So null handling is really matter. Okay. So no two nulls are same again. Okay. Okay. I will come back to that. So this is what actually distinct. So distinct is returning null values. Keep that in mind. One null value. You may have multiple null values, like because in the commission you have multiple null values, right? You can see that. So, but out of all, one null taken. So what it will return, tell me. Come on, apply what we learned.
5.
5. Okay. I'm asking entire query output. If you misunderstood, entire query. Again work and tell me, everyone.
5.
5. Okay. See, distinct marks part, what it will return? Tell me. Distinct marks, what it will return? 80 will return, 60 will return, 90 will return, 40 will return. Null will it return or not? Yes, null will return. Distinct marks, that's why I asked distinct of from commission, COMM in our practical part. Then 60, when it comes to 60, it is repeated, so distinct will not return. Now on this, you are applying count. Now when you apply count on this, actually, it will exclude null values. So 4 only will come. Do you want to check? Come here. See, take the commission column only. You took here distinct commission. So that means total how many it return? 5. Now, to this result, if you apply count function, that means what? Whatever it is written, these 5 values you are passing to the count function. Then what it will return? Check that. 4. So count, when you pass like this individual things, it is excluding the null values. Or you can see again, simple. Select from EMP, take the MGR column. In MGR, how many nulls are there? One null is there. Out of 14, one null. So that means how many it should return?
13.
13. So whatever distinct commission is written, one null is there, that is excluding. Same thing even here also. Distinct marks, 5 will return distinct marks, but one null is there. Count is excluding that. That's what from here you have to understand that. When you pass individual values, not the star, if nulls are there, that is going to exclude. Then that is included here. Here, it is taking, here it will take duplicates. Duplicates also going to consider here. Got the point, right? And here, duplicates are eliminated because of distinct. And then nulls are eliminated because of count. So that without duplicates and nulls, total count it is going to tell if you apply like this. That's all. So that is the count function. And basing on our situation, in many places, you are going to apply in future. Okay? Right? So, very, 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 very important concept. The highest priority in the SQL side. And of course, few more topics are there. High priority things, because interview is the first thing you have to cross. So definitely damn sure questions. And in the real time also, without using this, there is no day almost, or there is no week, definitely. Okay. So group by is such an important one. Many people are going to get confused here, but nothing is there actually in the group by. Think very general manner. Okay. Leave these statements. Just try to understand something group. You are going to group something. So what is that group something? For example, I am taking the column called DEPT number. So here group by clause is used to combine the data actually who have the same data. That's all. Suppose if you take a classroom, there are 60 students are there. Who are all boys is one group, who are all girls is one group, that's all. So here common thing is what? Boy. Common data, same data. So list of students are there, list is there. So names are there, boy or girl, gender is there. Male, one group, female, one group. Whoever have same male, one group. That's all. Think naturally. Similarly, suppose all grade wise you want to prepare the groups. So A grade, one group, B grade, one group, C grade, one group. That's all. That means overall have same data became one group. Here also, you can see that department number 10 is one group. So there are 3 records, all 3 records logically in one group. Then 20, red color, you can see there are 5 records. So 5 employees are there in this organization in 20th department. Because whoever have same data, that's what 20, wherever 20, that is one group logically. Then 30, green color. So that is 6 records are there, you can count them. So became one group, that's all. So with the group by what you are doing, who has the same data, those are becoming one group logically. So that's what actually you can see now. So that's what. So in the group by clause, you mention the column name with what you want to make groups. So here we are going to mention department number. So department number, when you mention what happened here, you can see that this is what logically happened. That is fine. But you prepared the groups, but what you want to do with these groups actually, that's what aggregate functions are going to define. I want to know in each group how many records are there. That you can tell in related to our organization. I want to know in each department how many employees are there. So a group wise number of records is nothing but organization wise, department wise number of employees. Is it? So that's all actually. How you will apply? See that. So department number, then count star. Count star is telling number of records in each department. So here 5, here 6. That is what actually department wise number of employees. So better come here, not there. So see here. So we are going to see group by class. Okay. Now, very, very important discussion, this one. If you have any doubts, feel free to ask. So take the whole data in front of us. See that? Now select, let it be select class. From EMP table, we are going to take group by class. So you want to prepare the groups basing on the department number. So what happened? Like this in the background happened. Logically only. 10 one group, 21 group, 31 group. The entire record will be there. Don't think that only 10, 10, 10. Entire record, it will exist here. A category means that student will exist there, grade. Okay. So done. Now, what you want to do? In each department, number of employees I want to find out. So department number, that column you are displaying. Now department wise count you should perform. So that's what count star. See, in natural generally also how you will do, same manner. Okay. So if you run both of them, what will happen you can see. See, department wise, 10th department 3 employees, 20th department 5. This count came because of your aggregate function. And the count is happened not to the entire table, department wise. Whenever group by is there, like that aggregate functions will work, not on the entire table. But earlier we seen aggregate functions on a entire table actually, because there is no group by clause. So whenever group by clause is there, aggregation is going to happen on the groups actually. So this is department wise number of employees. Okay. So that's what you got it. Now, after this, so what we told actually, let us try to follow. Okay. Now, next, if you take other things, department wise minimum salary, I want to find out. What I need to write down here? Come on. You want to hold data in front of you? Take it. In the 10th department, what is the minimum salary you are giving? What is the maximum salary? And what is the total salary? Come on, tell me total salary, what you will write? Department wise total salaries you are spending. Huh? Simple.
Sum of salary.
Sum of salary.
That's all. Nothing is there in that. So department wise total salary. Okay. So that's all. So run this and see. See always if there is a underline. If there is a red color underline, there is some error actually. Its meaning is always. So here you given hyphen. Hyphen is not allowed in the alias names or column names. So underscore. Now there is no red color underline. So there is a syntax error. You have to cross check if it is red color underline. So you see, so total salaries you are spending for the 10th department is 8,750. So like that other departments, see that. So group by is simple actually, nothing is there. Now average of salary, department wise average salary. Okay. Like that. In the each department, what is the minimum salary? So min of sal. Okay. And max of sal. So let us see all together. That's all only, first of all, basic of department group by. So that's all. So very simple. Logically, just try to understand. When you group them, then you can tell, right, in a grade, how many students are there, in B grade, how many. So you are going to count individually each group. Okay. So that's what actually, whatever we are talking here. Okay. Now let us see further insights. So that's what here also further things, average, min, max, all the aggregate functions. Okay. See the some insights before going to see the next one in the group by. Okay. For example, I'm just taking a simple thing from clause EMP. Group by, let us take this time job column. Okay. Take the data in front of you. Now come here. We are grouping basing on the job actually now. Whatever that, not a problem. Now here, job column I written, count to star. What does it mean? This query meaning is what? Normal organization wise, tell me. Total number of employees in each job role. Total clerks how many? Total salesmen how many? That's what you are asking. That's what meaning. Analysts are 2 employees, clerks are 4, managers are 3, like that actually. Now, simple. I just add ename actually. Take the whole data again in front of you. I just added ename. What is going to happen if I run this? What is going to happen if I run this? Here, I just removed the job. First answer this one, whatever I selected. If I run this, what will happen? Simple. Nothing is going to happen. Simply, groups what you performed on each group total count is done, then that number is returned. Done. But there is no meaning for this actually. There is no meaning for this. What is 4? You don't know. Which role a total number of employees is 4? We don't know actually. 4 is for managers or clerks or for salesmen. We don't know actually. So that's why, that's what actually recommended always take the columns what you have in the group by class. On what base you performed the groups, those names should be there in the output. Now you can tell this 4 is actually for the total number of clerks. So what is here the first insight is columns which used in group by class, okay, not mandatory to exist in select class actually. But the point, without job also this query executed. That means whatever column is there in the group by, without that existing in the select class, also executed. That's what the point. Now, the column which is not exist in the group by is existed here. Okay. Will it throw error or not? Let us tell me. Is it going to execute or not? Come on. It is going to throw error. Okay. The column which is not exist in the group by, you should not place directly here. Okay, done. For example, I am writing like this. Okay. So instead of that, job max of sal from EMP group by job. Okay. If I run this, will it throw error? Salary is not exist in the group by, but still it will execute. So one thing is the column which is existed here can exist here. Okay. That's what done, can exist here. Then the column which is there in the aggregate function also can exist, though that is not exist in the group by. But the column neither in the group by nor in the aggregate function, you cannot apply actually. You can see that is what the error it is saying. Because what is the reason for error is ename is not contained in the aggregate function like this inside the aggregate function, not in the group by class. The reason behind for this error is, it is okay statement only. These are returning single values and ename is returning total 14 values. So job wise single value it is returning and total 14 values it is returning. How you will map this data actually? So simply the columns what you are using in the select class should follow. That means should exist either in the group by class or in the part of the aggregate function. That's what very important thing. So take care of the columns what you are using in the select class when you are using the group by class. So this is really matter. Okay. That is what the another insight. Columns which are exist in select class, okay, should present either in group by class or in aggregate function. So take care of this one, especially in the interviews. So people will give you a simple query, just 2-3 lines query, and they will give simple data. So count whatever we discussed, that related simple questions or this kind of aggregate related, and they will give the some extra column. They will ask you what is the output simply by adding like this ename. If you hurry to tell that job and then maximum salary, so accordingly, if you hurry to tell, so that's enough actually. You don't know the even basics. So observe first of all what columns are there whenever like this. So all these things keep in mind. Very, very important thing. Okay. Okay. So I'm just stopping here. Before that, I will just write down one query. So take the whole data in front of us. Then we will stop and we will continue tomorrow, same topic. So this is the whole data in front of us. Now what I am doing is group by DEPT number and job. How grouping is going to form, you try to tell me. Okay. Is it a correct query? If it is correct, what is the output? You try to tell me. How the groups are going to form. So that is important. Okay.
First one,
So, yeah, tell me.
so first on the basis of department number, then on the job.
How if you form the groups basing on department number, then how further job?
It will from
So first it will
the
take
group based
department
on
number
the
groups.
department.
Think like we discussed
First
district, we discussed order by. There also multiple columns you applied. So apply that concept here also. Okay. Okay. Anyhow, you take care of it. I will discuss anyhow tomorrow with multiple columns in the group by and further important concept this one. Okay. So let us stop here. We already exceeded the time. So hope you all of you know that today is the last live demo. Okay. And this subject will continue. Next week we will start first day onwards. Data Factory, Azure related more concepts. So in the next 2 days we will complete where clause, having clause, and further insights inside the SQL part. Then whatever advanced concepts are there like joins, stored procedures, CTE, temp tables, or simply whatever required for from SQL side, we will come back actually in between the ADF discussion. Okay. Wherever required in the ADF, we will come back to SQL and then we will complete. Okay. Like that, all the things are going to happen hand in hand. Okay. So whoever want to continue, so today complete your enrollment actually. So hope you gone through all the things. So hope you assessed how we are teaching. Okay. And 3 live classes you attended also. So basing on this, take a decision and then complete your enrollment today. So tomorrow onwards, it is completely private access for the enrolled students actually. And feel free always, whether you enrolled or not, if you need any clarifications, if you have any doubts, you can call back always. I given my number, right? So during the training or after the training, if you have any doubts, you can contact always. Okay. So these are my numbers. If first number is not reachable, please try to call to the second number if you have any further doubts. Okay. And as I told you that for the enrolled students, I will provide the Udemy coupons actually, if you are really interested to learn further. Okay. So any other doubts, if you want to ask here, you can feel free to ask, or otherwise you can call me personally. Yeah. Okay, let us stop here.
Good morning, actually,
Yeah,
the
Satyanarayan, tell me.
actually, like after completion of the course, if you wanted to practice, like in the Azure subscription, like if we need to take, if we take new subscription, how much the billing would be?
That is good one, man. So you see, even if you go for the paid subscription, actually, the next week onwards, while creating the services, I will guide you billing related also where you have to take care.
Okay,
So hardly see, I will show you now that is the you will get the confidence even if you go for the paid one also. So this is my account, right? So you come to the billing part. You see, if you carefully manage, sometimes I am lazy or I will neglect. But if you carefully manage, 1 week I carefully managed. This is now my last month billing. Okay, something is. So I will guide you here actually in the billing side how you have to take care every day.
okay,
Let it come. So here every day by monitoring you will understand. So it is going to take hardly very less price. Oh, for me in last 2 days something is happened. Okay, let me show you the invoices. So you see my last billings. Earlier I have a too much amount, but it is not. It is this billing is not by usage by not using the services. But 1 month I carefully observed and carefully used the services of the Azure, and even by giving the trainings morning and evening.
oh,
40 rupees I managed for 1 month. You can see
yeah,
by using all the services again. So that's what actually. So at most, it may happen to 1,000 rupees. No worries. If you are
okay,
really careful to your services. Okay.
okay, okay,
So that is what that will become one of your skill by the time of end of your training actually.
okay,
Okay. Yeah.
okay,
No worries about billing part. It is hardly 500 to 1,000. Even
okay,
less than that. See if you carefully go like this. See
okay.
the duration.
For a month?
Huh?
For a month, it will be
Yeah,
paid.
per month I managed. Even last month also I managed carefully. But these months I created virtual machines and something, but I forgot to close them. Otherwise, within 1,000 or 2,000 like that only. Okay. Databricks. So I will tell you where you have to take care. I will definitely tell you. Every day I will show you that. Okay.
Hello, sir.
Yeah.
Sir, daily notes will be shared regarding the topics you will be teaching.
Notes I will not share actually. But I will provide the recordings as I told you. And I will tell you that how to prepare a notes regularly without any extra effort. So we are going to keep always one Word file along with you. Wherever required, you are going to take a screenshot and just place it there. Then that is going to become best notes for you. That means wherever interview topic I told, wherever real-time related topic I told you, then you just take a screenshot, see what happened actually, my data factory taken and virtual machine I created. Okay. Okay. Then simple thing is what? Try to here's resource name wise you can see who is causing this much bill. It is already killed me, so I have to stop it. Nothing to display. Okay. So like this, we will monitor actually our billings. If anything taking extra, we are going to take care actually. Yeah. Any
Yeah.
other doubts?
Yeah, thank you, actually.
Yeah.
Hello, Archit.
Yeah, Vijay.
Yeah, where can I enroll for this
I
class?
will, just, that's what, let me know. Just ping me in WhatsApp to
Yeah,
this,
sure.
whatever I displayed here. this number.
Sure, Raj.
This number have a WhatsApp actually. You can ping here. Okay. I will respond. For calling, both you can use. For WhatsApp, use the first number.
Okay, Ajay. Thank you.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you all. All the best for your bright future. Okay. Thank you very much. Have a nice day.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.